Good evening. Music in the background is music that is not the property of Canadian Trucking Magazine, but is music by various artists on Sirius Satellite Radio. So Eric Clapton is playing right now with one of my most favorite Eric Clapton songs, actually. I really like this song. It's beautiful. So hopefully we don't get muted now that we did the disclaimer, but you never know. Somebody might. Tonight is when we give away this whole bag of stuff. We've got the Crime Stoppers bag here full of all kinds of good stuff here. We're going to be giving that away today. I'm just trying to go and share this out to let people know that we are live on Canadian Trucking Magazine International. Thank you for all the people that have liked and followed. There are people that didn't qualify into the draw tonight, because even if you look at the stats on this page, 539 followers, but only 197 likes. So in other words, there's over 300 people that haven't liked the page. They're following the page, but there's over 300 people that haven't liked the page. Conversely, as I go down to the bottom of the page to see oh, I can't do it on this one, on the viewing audience, it was like 36,000 or something. Meanwhile, we had like about 100 people that had shared to put into the draw, but unfortunately, not qualified for the draw. Now, it's back quite a ways. Hopefully you can hear me okay. There isn't too much of an echo. I'm just going to check it myself to see. I could move it closer and move it more so that it's picking up less background noise. I might do that because I see how it goes. Hey, Shannon Bullen, Adrian Bombach is in the house. Annette, Shannon Bullen, Brian Wojtowicz, here we go. If I pull Brian's name, I'm not going to pull tonight. I'm going to get John to pull it. It's because I've already said I would pull his. Rainey Wagner, good evening. Shannon Bullen, liked and shared. Carl Freeman, good evening. Oh yes, like and share this video to be in the draw tomorrow night. We're going to have another draw. Vicky Sharp, good evening, Dave. Willie Nolan, good evening, Dave and CTM families. Marsha Pitt, evening, Dave and everyone. Adrian, you're doing it at Tim Hortons. Yes, I am. And Willie Nolan, liked and shared, and Shannon Bullen, you announced you don't own the rights to the music. Yes, I did. I do not own the rights to the music in the background. And you know what? I am going to move it closer. Hold on, folks. This is going to be a little bit tough on everybody, but let's move it in. Here we go. Now, let's see how this does it. Move this back afterwards. Hopefully I didn't make anybody too dizzy here. I could go a little bit more. Now, let's see how that is. Now, that should be less background noise, less echo, but we'll see if I'm in it now. I'll sit down for a minute. We got all the stuff on the table, all the Petron Plus good stuff, the weapons oil, the Petron Plus for your vehicle, the Canadian Trucking Magazine hat. We have the gift card from Pilot Flying J. We got the Tim Hortons Cocoa, special edition Cocoa, candy cane Cocoa, and the Petron Plus hat. All the swag from Crime Stoppers. We got the Denny's Frisbee, the Canadian Trucking Magazine hat. I may have to go back a little bit here because I'm cutting off the top of my head, even though we don't have to see the top of my head. Why do we have to see me? But how's the sound? Is that better? Anna Neufeld says, good evening, Dave and everyone. Liked and shared. Travis Wallace is in the house. And Shannon Bullen says, we don't need to see your forehead. LOL. We don't really have to see my forehead. Maybe some of the expressions I do. Let me turn it sideways and see how it looks. Yeah, you can see my face. You can see all the Petron Plus stuff. Who needs to see my forehead? Who wants to see my forehead? Probably nobody does. But I could just move it up a little bit, I guess. Just so there's a little bit of me showing. Just because I'm your host with the most. There we go. So, yes, thank you, Tim Hortons. They've provided us with a bunch of swag that we're going to be giving away in the next few days. So I think it was only fair to do it and kick this off at a Tim Hortons. We're also going to do this at a Flying J, and because Pilot Flying J has provided us with $30 gift cards. $30, 30 bucks. I wonder if I took the, from our good friend Kevin Lambert, this nice Petron Plus toque. I could put it on my head, but what if I put it right here? Let me see if you can't quite see the Petron Plus, can you? I could put it, would that hide the Tim Hortons if I did this? There's the Petron Plus toque, and you can see the Tim Hortons underneath. You don't really see the Tim Hortons logo there, but what the heck? At least it shows up. You can see the Petron Plus. You can see me. And Brenda Christensen, evening all. Adrian Baumbach, no Dr. Pepper, Dave. No, but I have an ice cap. A yummy, yummy Tim Hortons ice cap. Stefan says, Happy New Year. Frenchie's in the house. Calling car. Never got notified. Thanks, Travis Wallace. Thank you, Travis, for notifying. Really appreciate notifying everybody. We're going to do a bunch of these draws. Shannon Bullen says, ask John for an empty cup. Put the toque over. Yeah, that probably would work, wouldn't it? And then I could put it over the Crime Stoppers. I'll be back in 1 second, folks. I've got in the Canadian Trucking Magazine hat, I have that in this one here, because this is full of names. We've filled it up full of names, and we're going to have John come over and draw the names in a little while. And I put the phone down so they wouldn't go flying. So that's a good idea. You know, Shannon always comes up with great ideas. I like the great ideas Shannon comes up with. Let me be back in 1 second, folks. I'll go and, like she said, I'll go grab that. How come it won't tilt this way? There we go. Then we can see the Canadian Trucking Magazine logo. Hey DQ, how are you doing? And there's Al Bueller. Hey Al Bueller, how are you doing? We know it's Tim's. Yes, we do. And the DQ's in the house. Hey my son, how are you doing? Patty says hello. Travis says you're welcome. You do it for me. Yes, thank you guys for letting people know, sharing out, letting them know. In other draws, tonight we're giving away the whole enchilada here. Ha, you didn't know I could speak Mexican. We're giving away the whole enchilada, though, for this to kick it off. But going forward, like tomorrow and that, we're going to have 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 different gifts, and we're going to draw 4 or 5 names. And we'll do it like we did before. I think it was very good. Hey, Colleen taught me how to say the caramel macchiato. Oh my God, I said it so good. I may have to play the recording again. Macchiato. And Rhonda says, good evening, Dave. And Colleen says, always. And Brooklyn saying hi. Hey, Brooklyn. And Shannon Bullen says, can you say enchilada, but not macchiato? I know, terrible. And Colleen sent me a voice message, and I did it perfect with the voice message. Hold on, I'm going to go grab something to put that hat on. It'll just take me a second. Okay, so I'll put this here, and this here, and then we'll take the Petron Plus and put it like that. Oh, perfect. And then we get a Tim Hortons placement at the same time. Let's see how that worked out. Oh yeah, you can see the Petron Plus and Tim Hortons there. I love it. Kevin Lambert, hello from Petron Plus, Minnesota. Hello. Macchiato. Macchiato. And Melissa's in the house. And Willie Nolan. Hey, Brooklyn. Say, Kevin, thank you so much for these great prizes here in this big prize pack that we're doing all at once. The Petron Plus weapons oil, that's good for all makes and models. But someone like Al Bueller, he can use it for his air equipment, where it says oil on the air equipment. Just put a few drops of that on. The engine oil, which will be fantastic. That, you know, whoever gets that engine oil and puts it in, ask Colleen Carr. You're going to see a difference. You're going to save money. You'll buy it every time. And Mach like Mustang, Mach like the Mustang, Macchiano, says Shannon. He said it perfect. I did. When she sent me the voice thing, I said it perfect back. And Melissa says, hi Dave, hey Melissa. Nancy Hogman, liked and shared. Hey Nancy and Wes, how are you doing? And Kevin says, good luck to everyone. And Frenchie says, that is awesome. So tonight we're doing it different. Tonight, instead of doing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12 or 13 different prizes and having 13 names drawn, we can't change it now. I was almost about to say 13. We should draw 13 names. We got 13 great people on here. But instead of doing that, one person is going to win it all. Right, Al? And Macchiato. Hey, did I just say that right when I says, Shannon, when I said macchiato? And Al Bueller says, perfect. Use my air tools all the time. Booyah! And Mary Penner's watching. And Shauna Strange. Hi, Dave MacKenzie. Hey, Shauna. And Adrian Bombach. Where can we buy Petron Plus in Canada? Just let me know. You can order it through my good friend, our friend here, Kevin Lambert. Tell him what you want. He can give you a number to call him. You order it through him. You can do by credit card or send him a U.S. check or U.S. money order for it, and I will get it into your hands. And Brenda Christensen says, liked and shared. Travis says, sweet. And Sandra Thompson-Dell says, hey, Dave, how are you doing? And Colleen Carr says, Macchiato. 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 Macchiato? Macchiato? Macchiato. 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 Sharon is saying, liked and shared. Brenda Christensen says, love the Timmy's ornaments. Yeah, aren't they kind of cool? And they're 50% off now, folks. You can go and get 50% off and put them in the tree. But if there's a late Christmas gift, pick them up at 50% off. Give them to people and they'll say, I wanted one of those, but they're too expensive. Don't worry about it. Christmas gift. Colleen Carr says yes. And Shannon Bowen says, there you go. Got it. Ooh, yeah. And so we're going to have fun for the next week or so. We're going to have days where we're giving away some good stuff. Sometimes 2, 3 things. Sometimes 2, 3, 4 things in a day. And this is all really good. The Petron Plus oil here is a $47 US value. And it's more value than that because when you pay the $47, and I think he'll do for Canadian Trucking Magazine family a little bit less. I hope I don't get myself into trouble overextending and promising I can't. But it pays for itself. In the fuel that you save, it pays for itself. Pilot Flying J, 30 bucks. 30 bucks. You can go in and buy something there, buy a pizza, things like that. Or if you want to get fuel for your car, whether it's diesel or regular, you can use that 30 bucks to get diesel or regular. This special candy cane hot chocolate that Tim Hortons came out with, they don't have anymore. It flew off the shelf. Whoever wins this tonight, get it. And Denny's, we're doing the Frisbee tonight because there's a lot of stuff. The Winnipeg Crime Stoppers, what great people. We got this bag, we've got this notebook, we got pens, we got keychains, we got stuff like that. But just this bag is nice to have, that we can put everything in there for the lucky winner so they can get it. He will forget in 3 minutes, says Shannon, probably. And Kevin says you can call Kevin at 612-363-7176 for a special price for the Canadian Trucking Magazine family only. So make sure you mention that you're part of the Canadian Trucking Magazine family, so when he's pricing it out for you, he can give you that special pricing. Shannon Bullen said, I don't see the Frisbee, it's right here. It's in the front here, the Frisbee. And Adrian Bombach says, Kevin Lambert, thanks. Kevin Lambert is such a good man. He is a really good man. Kellen Flanagan liked and shared publicly. And you know what? I got to say something about Kevin Lambert. He got into doing this for us. He really did. It wasn't initially for money or fame or anything else. He saw a product which wasn't being sold retail. Because they're making so much money wholesale by selling it by the barrelfuls and stuff like that. And he used it and saw how it saves on fuel, and more importantly, how it could save you blowing your engine or transmission or your rear end or stuff like that. And what happened is that he put his foot forward to market this and get this out here, and he spent money, his own money out of his pockets, to buy engines, a diesel engine, gas engine, treat them with Petron Plus, and then drain the oil out right in front of people at truck shows and demolition derbies and fairs, and show them running the engine without oil, running it continually without oil once it had been treated with Petron Plus, and saying to people, look what that can do for you. Marcel Van Evil's in the house. Hey Moose, how are you doing? And Nancy Hogman says, hi Dave and family. And Stefan is in, says liked and shared. Yes, so like and share this video. Share this video publicly, and we'll put people into it tomorrow. So tomorrow, because what we're going to do is when we do the draws, we're going to have a few different things. And when we do the draw tomorrow, we're going to have all the names in there, and we'll do the dice draw. Because what we'll do is we'll shake the dice, and if it says 7 or 8 names to pull, we'll pull 7 or 8 names out. The 8th or 7th name will be the winner, chicken dinner. And then we want you live. We want you to be on the video, because we're going to say, what do you want? What are you picking out? Are you picking out the Pilot gift card? Are you picking up Tim Hortons gift card? Are you picking up the Visa? What are you picking out? And then as soon as they say, then we'll pull another number and then another number. And we're going to do that for a week or so. Let's have some fun. Debbie Kahn says, evening, Dave. And Gord says, Paprika saying, hello. Hey, Paprika, how are you doing? And Rhonda says, liked and shared. Hoo-ya, publicly. Mary Penner, you're at Tim Hortons. Yep, we're kicking it off at Tim Hortons. And Gord says, shared publicly. Annette says, blowing from the rear end beans. I hear that. I was talking to Marcel one day, and I phoned him up, and I said, what are you doing, Mars? And he said, oh, Dave, I'm just sitting here drinking tranny fluid. I went, what? That stuff can kill you. You shouldn't be doing that. He says, oh, you're kidding. Well, okay, but it was on sale really cheap at the truck stops. I says, they're selling at the truck stops? That's even worse. That's for big trucks. He says, no, it says Bud Light on the side of the can. Oh, yeah, I don't even want to tell you about that. he was going to be a terrorist and he went to blow up a bus, but he burned his lips on the exhaust pipe. Oh, I better be careful what I say, because the way they're monitoring these things now, they're looking for keywords. If they hear stuff like that, they may think, and they may shut us down just because we're being bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? So I'm at my favorite Tim Hortons in Oakbank, Manitoba. The people here are just fantastic. The manager, Sonia, here is fantastic. And there's a worker named John Wayne, and he's awesome. Marcel Vanivo says, what will Kevin do when Trudeau bans gas and diesel engines? Don't worry, he'll be long gone before they ban that. And Travis Wallace says, 3 more hours and we're home. Brooklyn's getting tired of driving. I hear you, but at least you're in God's country now. And Nancy says, shared publicly. And battery term cleaner, battery terminal cleaner, Shannon says. And Brian Witowicz says, they did it to me, shut me out. Oh, I know, it's terrible. We got to be so careful what we say. I can't even tell you the words I said. I was joking around with one of my kids, and I said something to him, and I can't really even repeat it, because just saying it the way I said it, which was joking around, I got shadow banned and things like that. Oh, yeah, I saw that, Shannon, that it was battery terminal cleaner. And I'll tell you, his spray is good for that. Didn't you win a can of that, Shannon? I got to bring that out to you. Marcia Pitts in the house says, hi, Brooklyn. Hey, Brooklyn, how do you do? So tomorrow, and going forward for the other draws, you have to be on to win. You have to be here to win, because we pull the name and you tell us what you want. And you get to pick it, then the next one. And if the person's not on when we pull the name and they aren't there to pick it, well, hopefully they're on another night. Shannon says, yes, I did, and stuff for my car. Ooh, yeah. And you know what? We got to take William's new vehicle and go for a road trip to Calgary. Definitely, 100%. In a few minutes, we're going to have celebrity John Wayne come out and draw a name. Hey, how's it going? I'm here just talking to myself. I'm pretending I've got the mic set up so that people think I'm actually talking to people. But that way I can sit in a Tim's and just talk to myself, sing to myself, and nobody knows I'm crazy. As they say, run! Yes, what kind of lunatics do you find at a Tim Hortons? Well, Dave MacKenzie. Delicious. Hey, Ted, how are you doing? And Marcel Vanivel, the moose on the loose, says, but I'm in Washington. I can't believe there can be you postpone breakfast for 2 weeks. But I'm in Washington. I can't be there. Can you postpone broadcast for 2 weeks? Sounds good, Moose. And Brian Witowicz says, that is normal, LMNO. I hear you, my brother Brian. And yeah, Marcel, I can't wait till you get back so you can buy me lunch, because I'm wasting away to nothing. Wasting away to nothing here. I need something. So we took all the names of the people that qualified, that had liked and followed the page, and had publicly shared that video, and we put them in this great big mug right here, my coffee mug, my just 1 cup of coffee mug, and I'll mix them up a bit, and John's gonna come and John's gonna draw from here and see what can happen. And as I say, as we go forward for the other draws, what's gonna happen is you have to be on to win, because you have to pick your prize. So if you aren't here, you can't win. And Ted says, good evening, Dave and CTM family. Happy New Year. And Marcia Pitts says, I could use that cup. You know, we should maybe put that cup in the draw sometime, but I don't know if I'd be able to get another one. And Adrian said, Ted Kuzi to you, Ted. And Shannon Bullen says, easy pizzy, just pull my name. Boom. Well, I can't pull it tonight because if Brian Witowich's name gets pulled, I'm in big trouble because I was joking around earlier saying I was going to pull his name because he's always supporting us. And so, of course, Shannon does. Always. She's great. She's awesome. Travis says John likes dropping names on floors. Yes. Guess what? If Alan was on, Alan isn't on tonight, but if his name gets drawn, it's because probably John will drop it on the floor. Because wasn't it Alan's name he dropped on the floor 3 times, and we turned around and said, that's it. Next one drops on the floor, it'll be a winner chicken dinner. And it was Alan's name again. I think it was different nights than that, but wasn't that? Does anybody remember? Was that Alan's name that kept dropping on the floor? And Debbie says, Happy New Year. Hey, Kat, how are you? Oh, and Travis's name too dropped on the floor. So what a thing. What a thing to happen. So it is so nice to see this stuff. It's so nice to have Kevin from Petron Plus. He's got a lot of money invested on this table here. Pilot Flying J and Tim Hortons, and of course Crime Stoppers gave us what they could give us. So, and Canadian Trucking Magazine, oh yeah. Travis ends up on the floor too, says Shannon. Yes, he does. Frenchie says, and me. Oh, did yours end up on the floor one time too? That is hilarious. Ted says, remember that one. And Nancy Hogman says, yes, I remember that. Yeah, it was really funny. Hey, John, do you have a minute to pull a name? He's what right now? John just said something that he's doing something right now, but maybe you're off right now? Oh, so we can go? You probably want to go get the Chinese food. Okay, so you can't look in the mug. So we're going to do it fairly. Let me see. We got to have the mug so they can see it, but you can't look in. Look, he's mixing them up, folks. They can't see you, John. But, oh, no, you got 2. Just grab 1. Oh, no, you dropped them.
I know. Oh,
okay.
Let's see. Is this person the lucky winner? Not looking. I bet they can't see me, so it doesn't even. Oh, yeah.
Oh, what a tease.
We'll see if this. Nope.
Yeah. If you dropped one on the floor, it'd be Travis or it'd be Alan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
this one's for real.
Okay.
What does that
Hold
say?
it up to the thing there.
Oh, I think that says Ted Kuzi.
Oh ho! Winner, chicken dinner. The first one to win and win all this stuff is Ted. Ted Kuzi is the first winner, chicken dinner tonight. Oh, look, Ted was saying, come on, John. That's funny. And Marcia Pitt says, congratulations, Ted. Travis Wallace says, thanks, John. Colleen Carr says, yes, congratulations, Ted. And Debbie, congratulations, Ted. Ted, you won all of this tonight. All of this tonight. Brian says, congratulations. Shauna Strange, congratulations, Ted. This is pretty good because I'm wondering if Ted, have you ever won before? Thinking about it, I'm not sure if you've been a winner before on this. I've heard people say you're a real winner, but tonight you take the whole enchilada. You got the hat, you got the oil, you've got the weapons oil, you've got the fantastic limited time hot chocolate candy cane. You got a $30 gift card from Pilot Flying J. You got this beautiful book, notebook with pen from Crime Stoppers. You got this excellent toque from Pilot Flying J. You got this bag from Crime Stoppers with a flashlight and a keychain and stuff like that. Wow, you really got a really good thing. Marcel saying congratulations, Ted. Ted, thanks. I won. Wow. And Kevin says, congratulations, Ted. Shauna Strange says, congratulations. You know what, Ted? I think I'm going into the city tomorrow to pick up William's half-ton truck. I don't know what you're doing tomorrow, but maybe we can meet and bring it to you. And Brian said, I guess John never got my check. Yes, that's what he said. He said he got it, but it wasn't enough. Ha ha! And Shannon Bullen says, and the Denny's Frisbee. And the Denny's Frisbee. So what a bunch of good stuff. You don't get the cup. The cup is for the draw. And Ted is the winner. Wow. Nice, Ted. Well done. And everything else. I think you bought a Canadian Trucking Magazine hat, but now you got 2. Maybe you can give it to a friend as a Christmas gift or something, because now you got 2. But you've got this great oil. You can use it on hinges, if you got some firearms, if you got some air equipment. Brooklyn says congratulations, and Marcia Pitt said it bounced, LMO. And Gord Robert says congratulations. So I'm going to put all this in here. So this is all in the bag for our good friend Ted, and he can let me know if he's going to be in the city tomorrow. And if he is, when I'm in the city tomorrow late afternoon, I can drop it off to him or something like that. And he gets this whole big bag with everything in it. Maybe my empty cup. Brian says, wow, Dave, thank you for the lucky Ted koozie. And yes, and here I thought you were going to get it, Brian. And Alan Bombach says, Ted deserves the best. He is a really good person. I can publicly say that. Travis Wallace says, me and Brooklyn said, sweet dreams. And Shannon Bullen forgot the toque. Yes. So I will talk to everybody later, alligators. John's got some Chinese food waiting for him in the truck. I picked him up some Chinese food. I picked up Angie some Chinese food. So Marcia Pitt saying night Brooklyn and safe travels. Kevin Lambert said thanks for all the customers for donating all this amazing stuff. Thank you so much. This is just awesome. You know, this comes out of their pockets. This is great. Al says don't forget to put the toque in. Thanks, Al Bueller. And Willie Nolan says have a great night. Travis, Brooklyn, safe travels. And Ted says we can meet for coffee somewhere tomorrow. That would be cool. And Annette says good night, everyone. Good night, everybody. Thanks so much for getting your names in here. Thanks for sharing and caring. Make sure you follow and like the page. Invite friends to the page, but only those that are good people. This going forth in 2024, we're just going to be positive, great people. No hate, no drama, positive, but we're going to be truth. We're going to be the unfiltered truth, because that's in my blood. I got warrior blood from my mother's side and from my father's side. So Annette says good night, everyone, and Brian says maybe next time. I hope so. And Colleen Carr says meet you in the loops, Dave. Let's go. Frenchie, good night, everyone. God bless. And Kelly Flanagan, congratulations, Ted. And Nancy Hogman says, good night, Dave and Angie, family, and John Wayne. Al Bueller says, what's the little thing in front of the bag on the table? Oh, that's a flashlight for him. That's a flashlight. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll have to check and make sure I get everything in the bag. Good night, Marcia. Good night, Mary Penner. Good night, Anna Neufeld. Good night, everybody. Who loves you, baby? I love you, because it's not a punchline. I would always rather hear from you than about you, live on Canadian Trucking Magazine International. Thank you, truckers, for being our heroes of the highway, and keep on trucking.